Hey, what's up guys? We got a banger video guys today because today we're breaking down the best SMGs to be using in Warzone right now. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit those notifications so you guys know when we're posting. That way you guys can keep up with the Warzone meta and continue to slay out. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right guys, so this is your top 5 SMGs. We're going to be breaking them down and kind of just going over why. We went through sim.gg. I wanted to get for recoil control, gun kick, sprint to fire time. Like we just fully overhauled these, and these are my top 5 SMGs that I like to run, plus a little special one-off that, you know, a lot of people run if you're just running the one fucking when you get your loadout. You know, you've got the one single gun and your pistol, and these pistols have been just rocking people left and right. These things are like just taking people out, you know, 2-3 times at a time. So we put those in there. But these are your top 5 SMGs. We got the FENNEC, of course, and on the FENNEC we are running the XRK Sandstorm, and because you get more vertical recoil control for this. Yes, you lose aim down sight speed and aiming stability, but the recoil you get from the Sandstorm itself is really strong, rather than using like the sock and thread or the lock shot that people are using right now. Lock shot, a lot of people are using right now, but the XRK Sandstorm actually has a lot more vertical recoil control, which the FENNEC does have. On top of that, we're using the lock grip precision 40. That way we get more hip fire accuracy plus recoil steadiness and aim walking steadiness, which we lose a lot of aim down sight speed for. But we have the VLK laser 7 milliwatt to help with the aim down sight speed plus aiming stability. Of course, gotta run it with a 45 round mag, or you're gonna have a hard time against duos, trios, and quads. In our final set is the rear grip, which we have the FENNEC stippled grip, and of course that one is going way too far for recoil control and aiming stability. And on the tune itself, for the muzzle, we want to go all the way 80 recoil stabilization and 35 get gun kick control. On our lock grip, we actually go plus 80 for recoil, hip fire recoil control, and nothing on the aim down sight or hip fire accuracy. And this thing honestly has very little recoil now. You know how this thing is just all over the place. Look how precise that is. Now this thing is going to be, it was already good as it was, it's even better now that it has no recoil whatsoever. On the tune as well, for the stippled gift tape, we go all the way up and negative 45 for sprint to fire speed, and this thing just becomes a straight demon. Look at the sight speed on it. Just even look how far I'm shooting that, and it's just so stable. Good sprint to fire time. It's just overall a strong SMG at the moment, and you guys should be using it. That is your #1 SMG. All right, next on our list is the LACHMANN SMG. This thing has always been strong. We put a video out on it. You can see the little pop-up, but I changed the build since then, and this thing is just straight fire now. So now there's no muzzle on it, no barrel. Nope, we're just going with the lock grip precision. This lock grip precision is just insane for recoil control, and a lot of people, like you guys, should be using it over the shark fin, because the shark fin just gives you aim idle stability. This thing just gives you so much vertical and horizontal recoil control. You have no idea. You guys can find that in sim.gg. We're also using the laser 7 milliwatt again. We actually put on the mirror recoil factory stock, the LACHMANN TCG rear grip, and of course you need the 40 round mag. I was using the 50 round drum, but the 40 round mag gives you a little bit more sprint to fire speed. That way you can kind of max out your recoil control with this, because the mirror over the stockless, yes, gives you more aim down sight speed, but it makes it jump and wiggle a lot more when you're shooting. You jump over here, and we got aim out stability, recoil control, sprint speed. Yeah, sprint speed. Because before we were just using, I think we weren't using anything. We were just using the no stock. But that just makes it so much better. You're running so fast with this on, and the LACHMANN TCG gives us more recoil control, which is really solid. On the tunes, because we've only got 3 tunes here, on the tunes itself, we're going negative 284 on aim down sight speed and plus 2.40 all the way in stability. Plus on the rear grip, we're going negative 45 for aim down sight speed and 35 for aim idle stability. Overall, this thing is pretty good on the grouping and very tight, as you guys can see. We got the FENNEC one right here, right? So now it's got more more vertical grouping rather than the FENNEC, where it's just kind of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. This one's 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. It starts going in a circular motion when you're bouncing. Also a lot less kick than my other build that I did have. All right, on our next one over, our number 3 slot is of course the VAZNEV. The VAZNEV is very strong, very mobile weapon. So if you're using like a heavy sniper, you can also use it as a sniper support weapon. But if you're running like an RPK, Socken, something super heavy, the VAZNEV is really strong to run with because of the mobility you get from the VAZNEV itself. And on this build, we're kind of going more for recoil control and move speed rather than anything else. We got the Bruin comp, Cubic comp, the Slugger Peck Box 4, the Marquise R7 stock, the Demo X2 grip, and the 45 round mag. For the Bruin comp itself, it gives us horizontal and vertical recoil control. The Slugger gives us aim down sight speed, and of course the R7 stock gives us crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and aim down sight speed. The Demo X2 is for recoil control, of course. And the tunes on these, we're going full recoil stability, full gun kick control, because this thing does kick like a mule. On the Marquise R7 stock, we're doing a negative 1.29 aim down sight speed and a plus 124 for aim idle stability. On the Demo X2 stock, we're going full negative 61 aim down sight speed and a plus 1 aim idle stability. That's probably meant to be at a 0, which I can't get it at a 0. Not messing with any of that. And this is really good. As you can see, good movement, not a lot of movement when it jumps. And here's your guys's curves a little to the right, but keeps in that grouping with the FENNEC, almost as close to the FENNEC as possible. As you guys can see, really fast, and also a good multiplayer weapon if you run CDL Mosh Pit a lot. This thing really just can annihilate people. It has a problem with a little bit of distance, but we can fix that in another build. So that's your 3rd ranked SMG to use. Next is something I really don't like, but is a lot on people's builds, is the FSS Hurricane. This thing is strong, and Metaphor just put out a video the other day about it. You know, doing really good. I have not tried it yet, but we took this build from Warzone stats and just kind of played around with it a little bit in multiplayer. But for Warzone, this build, the F-Tackle Castle Comp, Lock Grip Precision, Cronin Mini Pro, Assault 60 Stock Factory, and the Socken XZ Grip. And of course, on the F-Tac Castle Comp itself, you get vertical and horizontal recoil. You get the precision sight picture on that, and on the stock itself, you get aim stability and recoil control. Same for the Socken, you get the recoil control for that, and the lock grip, of course. Good vertical and horizontal grip, plus fire accuracy and everything like that. On the tunes themselves, guys, the F-Tac Castle Comp, we're going negative 65 for aim down sight speed, plus 20 for gun kick control. On the Cronin, I started doing 0 on eye position instead of doing far. I've been having a problem seeing people on the game a lot, so I'm just I'm getting old, okay guys, I'm getting old, don't worry about me. And of course, aim down sight speed all the way. On the Cronin Stock Factory, has no tune actually, and on the Socken itself, we're going full recoil steadiness and full aim idle stability. On Metaphors, he does none of this, but he does recoil control. And that is the tune. Oh, that's right. So something a little bit different they do is plus 57 on the grip itself, and all the way hit fire accuracy. And this thing is pretty strong, guys. Like, as you can see, it's got good precise like shots, doesn't bounce around a lot. We'll take it to the door here. And just like the MP5, this thing goes along with that. It's a nice little kind of snake figure when it shoots, but people are saying it's really strong. People are using it right now, so that's going in the rank 4 slot. The rank 5 slot is a toss-up right now because I see a lot of people using the MPX, or what it's really called is the BAS-P or the MX9. I don't like the MX9 because it's such a big horizontal type gun. When it shoots, it's not even funny. So actually I've been using the MPX a lot, trying to get a gameplay with the MPX, because that is my favorite gun, y'all. The MPX has always been one of the guns I want in real life, and I use a lot in games like Escape from Tarkov and stuff like that. So we built it out for Warzone. This thing is really strong. We got the barrel, the Bruin Drake 6.5. This gives us aimed on sight speed, movement speed, and hip fire recoil control. Does take a little bit of our bullet velocity down, but you'll see on the other things and why we use it a lot. I'm using the Slimline Pro. I like the Slimline Pro a little bit better than the Corona Mini Pro, but it's up to you guys. And of course, the eye placement is the same. It's going to be a 0 for me, and full aim down sight speed. There's no tuning on the stock itself, and we get a 50 round drum with a VLK laser 7 milliwatts, so we get that speed. This thing is pretty strong on the tune itself, because really the only tune we got is a plus 48 recoil steadiness and a all the way max for aim down sight speed. This thing is pretty strong. I like it very much. So this gun is also very horizontal, but just look how fast you can zoom in. Boom. The recoil is everywhere, but it's really meant for like a really close range. But the shots are everywhere. But for me, this is a rank 5 weapon. I like it over the MX9 any day. I don't really like the bullpup series of weapons in this game, period. So that for me is my rank 5 weapon. And of course, our special recommendation, if you guys are just wanting to run no other gun and you want to run something long range, the X13s is the way to go. And on our thing, a lot of people have been using the barrel. I like using the overpressured ammunition. It breaks plates quicker. So what I really like to do is the F-Still Fire, the 1 milliwatt pistol laser, of course the Akimbo 33 round mag. That way you can run faster. A lot of people are using the 50 round. The 33 can help you with move speed with overpressured ammunition. And on the tune itself, we want to run a plus 140 recoil control, 1 for bullet velocity. No tune there. Overpressured all the way for recoil smoothness and recoil steadiness. And that is it for the tune, and that is it for the gun ranks, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below what you guys think of the list. If you think there should be something else, if you think that, oh, you know, FENNEC's not that great, you know, just let me know down in the comments below, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, continue to slay out in some Warzone.